Well, hello there, friends. How are you? It's a beautiful day here in Northwest Indiana. I hope it is equally gorgeous wherever you are today. So, I'm flying solo today, friends, so everyone behave, would you? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! Every Thursday, we get together and we chat. Yep. We talk about weaving, we talk about life, we talk about weave alongs, we talk about whatever is the topic du jour. It is really just this wonderful international virtual coffee clutch right here. Well, or tea. What's the equivalent if you drink tea? If it's not a coffee, if it's not a coffee drinker, if you're a tea drinker, it's not a tea clutch. That doesn't roll off the tongue. What is it called if you're a tea drinker? Help me out here, friends. So let me give lots of hellos this morning. Connie and Carol and Jennifer. I know we're up at it early. Did I see something about Ernie? I didn't actually see Ernie's comment, but I saw something about Ernie, our friend who's our traveling friend. Pardon me. Christy Lofton popped in. Woohoo! Oh, let's see. I saw Carrie. Carrie says, sore fingers, Carrie here. I found myself still crocheting at 5 a.m. this morning. That's a still crocheting. Means like you didn't go to sleep until 5 a.m. After the Live at the Loom, I'll be going to the group hall to see how much more us 50 ladies have to do. Sounds like you have community stuff to happen today. Please take a nap, my friend. Please. Did I mention Connie? Connie is here. Connie's all settled in. Gemma is here. Woohoo! Yay! Oh, let's see. Who else? I saw all kinds of pretty faces pop in. Cindy, hello, Cindy is here. Alex is here. Candace, hi. Look at she's like, good morning, everyone. Finally here. Candace, we've been waiting for you. We've just been hanging out thinking, this would be better if Candace was here. We love it when Candace can join us. No worries. Jody Ibarra is on. Sue Ann is here. And Glenna. Oh, look at all the pretty faces. And Rhonda is here. I love this. Rhonda, just covering all your bases. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, no matter where you are. That's fantastic because we have such a wonderful international audience. It is afternoon in some places and evening others. So you're exactly right, Rhonda. We'll cover all our bases. Happy Thursday. Right? Do we have anyone who it's not Friday anywhere, is it? Yeah. I know, right? I probably just jinxed it, didn't I? We'll see. Cindy says behaving is so unrated. Yeah, I think that's true. I think Jennifer says it's called high tea when tea drinkers get together instead of a coffee clutch. It sounds kind of hoity-toity, doesn't it? That's okay. We can be hoity-toity today. It's all right. Oh, let's see. A teetotaler? Is that what it is? Nice. We'll be teetotalers. Look at this. Sherry. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. This is a brand new shirt. This orange is pretty though, right? Sherry, y'all, we need to send Sherry some love and healing vibes. Poor girl, took a spill, broke a clavicle. She's not able to weave for a very long time. Poor Sherry. Y'all send Sherry some love. She needs some love, right? Poor sweet girl. Hello, Maureen McCarthy. Hello. Richard says 3:30 p.m. here. Okay, perfect. So that means you're 6 hours, at least for a little while. Is that right? Because as my girl Lori would point out, the whole time change things comes up, right? And she informed me that in Europe they changed the time on a different weekend than we do in the States. I'm so sorry, friends. If you just watch the YouTube or Facebook and join us then, it may be a different time for a couple weeks. When does Europe change times? When is that? Someone fill me in, because here it's like is it the first weekend in November? Something like that. I just know that we've had challenges with missing people because of the time change. Man, hate that. Gemma says we're at 4:30 here in Switzerland. Okay, so you're 7 hours. Okay, thank you. I love that. Look at this. Ernie is driving 3 hours to Flagstaff. I like that. The whole third person sounds very, very official, Ernie. I miss Nancy. Nancy popped in here. Hello, Nancy from West Virginia. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Richard says they changed clocks on the 27th of October. Okay. Excellent. Now, okay, let me ask this, and forgive me if this is an ignorant question. Does Europe change the clocks twice a year? They do, right? That sounds like I don't know things, which is true. However, yes, let me know. We'll manage. Yeah, here we go. Carrie says yes. Spain is changing the 26th, 27th. Okay, excellent. We'll figure that out. We are smart people. We can figure this out. Hello, Shirley from Idaho. I love that. Hello, Nikki. That's fantastic. Okay. Oh yeah, we do have some Facebook folks on here. I was gonna say I didn't. I couldn't. I'm always nervous that we're not working on all the channels. Well, looks like we are. Let's go. Okay. Okay, friends. All right. We have lots to talk about today. Uh-huh. Yes, Carrie says, yeah, spring forward, fall back. Yep, same for us. Okay, all right, okay. At least that part's the same. Even though we do it at a different time. Boy, can't the powers that be just get us on the same page? It's, yeah. Gemma says, I never noticed because my phone does it automatically. Thank goodness for phones. Yay! Hello, Amanda. That's, look at this fun group. How cool. By the way, I have my, Alex Madison, I have my, do you see it? Right, I got my little mug warmer. It's all queued up. We're ready to go. Must be fall. Okay. So, what do I have to talk about? Oh, let's start with the October Weave Along. We are, what's today? 17th of October. We are right in the middle, friends. So, because it is week 3 of the Weave Along, your homework this week is to weave. This is my favorite week. Yeah. Weaving. Weaving is the favorite week of any Weave Along ever. So this is the week. Woohoo! That is how are things coming? I saw a couple notices about how things are going. I think it was Connie said she probably wasn't going to finish this October. That's okay. It's all right. And I think Carol said she's done already. So we run the whole gamut. Here's the good news, friends. There is no weaving police to come monitor your work and make sure you are on task. Don't you worry. We are all adults. We'll figure it out. So, good morning, Sam. Let's see. Carrie says the powers that be is the Sunday. Sorry, humans can't stop the earth spinning. Yeah. I understand that. So let me know how your October Weave Along project is going. What did you choose to make diamonds? Did you do a little twill? Did you do some overshot? Did you do maybe some crackle? I saw someone doing some crackle, which is fascinating. What pattern are you using to make diamonds for your October Weave Along? Let me know in the comments. Yes. Okay, so we had technical things. Connie, are you able to see all the things? Okay, so here's what's fascinating, friends, is that, on my side of the screen, my job is just to keep talking. I push the button that we go live and I just keep talking. But I know that there are, I know that on your side, it's the whole, can you see the screen and the comments and all the things? So, yeah, good luck with that. I'm not on your side. I don't know. Good luck with that. Yes. Carol chimed in and said she did double diamond M's and W's. Woo, fun. I don't even know what a double diamond is. Is that like they create two, like an outside and inside? Is that what that is? Okay, do you guys know M's and W's though? M's and W's are fun. It refers to a kind of threading. Threading meaning how you're moving your yarns through the shafts, so that when you look at the draft, it looks like you're making an M and then you're making a W. It's very cool. It's very cool. That is awesome. So if anyone else wants to chime in and let me know how your October Weave Along is going. Yeah, here we go. Christy says using the Cotton Clouds diamond lace pattern on the Richa Heddle. Love the pattern. Excellent. I think Jody Ibarra is on. She will love to hear that for sure. Love having Jody around. Cotton Clouds. Best partner. We love that. Okay, so Weave Along. We checked that off the list, right? Weave Along. Also, friends, I want you to be aware that do you remember when we did the weaving with chronic pain, which is that fantastic, such a good panel discussion. It was amazing. We now have a freebie that goes with that. First of all, let me back up. Oh, look at this. See, I didn't even did I do it? I never know. It's just like this fun, see what pops up on Chris's screen at Live at the Loom. We never know. I just roll with it. Okay, so let me back up. For during the Live at the Loom time slot, back at the very end of August, we had a special panel on that talked about weaving with chronic pain and physical limitations. It was incredible. You can still find it on, let me see. I know you can find it on YouTube and on Facebook. It's not directly on the website yet. However, what we did was we created a freebie to go with it that we put all of everyone's ideas and habits and tips and tricks and behaviors and all that kind of stuff. We put it all in one place so that you can download the whole thing. Let me pull this up right here. If you go to the free resources page, you can download it from there. You can, of course, watch the episode anytime. But it was just such a special occasion, and a huge thank you to all of our participants. I know many of them are on today. We've got Gemma and Carol and Anne, and who am I missing? I'm missing Lori, and oh shoot, who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. I'm so sorry. Who else is on the panel? Let's see. Connie, of course, Connie, duh. Yes, Connie and Gemma and Carol and Anne and Lori. Those were our folks in the panel, which is amazing. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, please do. It is really, it could be life-changing, honestly. Gemma says, not sure if my pattern actually qualifies as crackle, even though I named it as such. That's all right. Roll with that, Gemma. That's okay. Let's see. Hello, Rhonda. She says, still working on my first weave. Nice. I picked a pattern that is not beginner friendly. But looking at all the shared weave along projects makes me excited to do more. Rhonda, first of all, keep going, friend. You're doing great. We've all been there. We picked a pattern picked a project that was just a little harder than where we are, and just keep going. You'll learn a lot. That is always the good news about things that are just a little beyond your ability level. That's perfect. Amanda says, pardon me, I'm on triple draft. Is that how it is? Do you say draft or draught? I don't know how to say that. Bird's Eye. Oh, by John Murphy for a table runner. Oh, very nice. I like it. Jan made it to a live. Woo! Is that a Canadian flag? Are you in Canada, Jan? That's awesome. We love the Canadians. For sure. Candace says, I must slam my reed and thread the heddles. I'm in slow-mo mode. That's okay. You are allowed to be in whatever gear you want to be in, Candace. Don't you worry. We know you have all the tools right there. Candace was part of the Dress Your Loom course, so Candace and I have talked slaying reeds and threading heddles and all that good stuff. Scott and Atlanta is here. Yay! The party can start now. Gemma says, it's taking me forever to thread the heddles at the moment. Sometimes it does. Isn't that funny how some projects go very quickly and others are like molasses? They just like slow. Yeah, it's true. You're not alone. It's okay. Okay. By the way, speaking of Canadians, happy Thanksgiving. I know was it last Monday? Did I get that right? Last Monday was Canadian Thanksgiving. I love that. Did you guys have turkey? Do you guys have turkey for Canadian Thanksgiving? Is it the same meal? You tell me what's on the menu for Canadian Thanksgiving, because I love to talk Thanksgiving menus. This could be a very long episode if we got into that. Let's see. Jan says she's in Southwestern Ontario, still working on blankets. Excellent. We should do a blanket project at some point. I don't have a very wide loom, but that would still be fun to tackle some blankets. I like that. Okay, so how are your projects going besides the weave along? Because I know not everyone's doing the weave along, which is totally okay. There's no rules. There are no rules. There we go. So let me know what other projects you have in the queue, and if you are doing a weave along project, what is the plan for afterwards? Because end of October is going to come flying upon us in no time. So let me know what are your future projects? What are the plans, my friends? I'm excited to hear. Carrie says, pertaining to the October weave along, I've decided that my 3-color clasped weft is more like a tapestry. Oh, didn't use a pattern, just eyeballed it, so it's not smooth edged. Carrie, we're fascinated by this. A 3-color clasped weft. Your post the other day made me laugh out loud, I love that. Yes. By the way, if you are interested in finding a place where you can share all of the things concerning the weave along, here, this is a spot. This is Weave Along Central, and at this link here, you will find all of the other links. If you want to buy yarn, buy the pattern, if you want to join the Facebook group, all of the things are all in one spot. right there. So you can absolutely come over and share all the goodness there, which many of you are already, which has been really delightful and entertaining. And just as another thought, we also have an ongoing Facebook group, the Acting Creative Community. Woo! And this is the ongoing group. This is the one that just once we've put the October Weave along to bed, this one will carry on. I mean, it's going right now. Don't get me wrong, but yes, it's a wonderful group over there. So if you do Facebook at all, you have options. You have options, friends. Come over and join us. I like that. Oh, let's see. Richard said, started weaving with my copper wire warp. Richard, I saw a picture. Whew, that looks intense. I've never worked with copper wire though, so I'm very curious to hear about your experience for sure. Connie says, I am threading the reed on my new loom Flora. Welcome to the family, Flora. We love that. New looms? Yes, please. We're all in favor. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. Gemma says, Canadian Thanksgiving. Yes, same as US just a month earlier. Being away, I'm wired being away and not having turkey meat here. Turkey. There's not a lot of turkey. Do they not do a lot of turkey in Europe? Is that part of the deal? Alex says you could do a double wide on your loom for the blanket. I absolutely could. That'd be something to teach everybody. It's fun. Yes. It's a very good idea, Miss Alex. I like that. Do you know who really loves double weave stuff? Rebecca over at 3 Moons. She just geeks out completely about everything double weave, which is awesome. And I've done enough double weave to understand how it works. I'm not as committed as she is, but we could absolutely do that. That could be fun to just do a little double weave blanket project. Something. There's potential there, Alex Madison. Thank you so much. Carol says, still flying through rag rugs and tartans and sewing a dress, plus ranchy stuff. Ranchy the farm, not the dressing. I like that. Ranchy as in alpacas, not as in on a salad. Yeah. That's fun. I like that, Carol. That's awesome. Let's see. Jan says she did double weave on a 45-inch. Whew, that's a beast. That's the biggest. That's the widest loom I've ever worked on is a 45-inch. Is that true? 45-inch. Yeah. And I have to say, I'm a short girl, so boy, my wingspan is tiny. So to do a 45-inch, that'll give your obliques a workout. If you fill the whole thing, yeah. Well, and I should clarify, I worked on a 45-inch and I filled the whole thing. I think that's ironically enough. I think when I worked on the 45-inch, that's the only blanket I've ever done. Is I did it wasn't double weave, but I did just a 45 by, I don't know, like a 60, something like that. Just like a lap blanket kind of idea. But yeah. Gemma says, debating the next project for the rigid heddle. Need to plan tonight so I could take threads tomorrow. I like that. Let's see. I lost my thread. There we go. See, here's what happens. Lori isn't here. Lori, we missed you. Hello, Ghislaine. I know I say that long. Is it Guy? It's Guy. See, you told me how to say it, and now I've forgotten. Ghislaine? I'm sorry. Can you phonetically spell it out for me? There's always something. I apologize. I want to get everyone's names right. So that's important to me that I'm not butchering your name. I apologize. Jennifer says, I'm still petting the houndstooth. Nice. Have at least 25 other things going on as usual. Have sock loom started, drafting sewing patterns, working in the garden. Jennifer Fowler. I imagine if you were a fly on the wall at Jennifer Fowler's house, she'd be like a whirling dervish. She'd just be like, here and over there and over there. And I'm doing all the things. That's fantastic. There we go. Yes, Richard said no Thanksgiving in the UK. That makes sense. That does make sense. But there is some in Canada, right? There we go. Okay. Shirley says, I used a chart I found in the last Handwoven magazine, which I put somewhere safe, if you know what I mean. So I can't tell you the name. Shirley, that cracks me up. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. When I put things somewhere safe and then I can never find them again. Thank you very much. See? Loving the mug warmer this morning. Gemma says, the Swiss do... Oh, I'd asked if there's turkey. She said the Swiss have a hammer rotisserie chicken. Hammer. Okay. Connie says, I'm almost done with the runner for my grandniece. I dreamed about the next project. Nice. That's boy, you're committed when you start dreaming about weaving projects. That's for sure. Hello, Sue Ann. Just finished holiday towels with overshot tree borders. How cool! I used Brassard 8-2 for the warp and 8-2 Aurora Earth for tabby. Oh, that'd be a nice mix. 3-2 pearl cotton for the pattern. Okay. I really like Aurora Earth with Brassard as a combo. Oh, so wait, I'll have to try that. That sounds wonderful. By the way, let me just make a note here. Sue Ann brings up a very good point here with overshot. If you haven't done overshot before, here's the trick. I mean, there's just a couple tricks. You can do it totally, but when you go to do overshot, you need 2 wefts, right? You need one that's going to be. I recommend the same size as the warp, which is what she did here. She did 8-2 for the warp and then 8-2 for, she calls it a tabby. Perfect. Which is your plain weave. Because you need, one of the warps has to hold it all together. One has to be the responsible one, right? Has to be the one who holds the whole fabric together. And the other one gets to be all fancy. Well, the fancy one, the pattern one, needs to be fatter so you can really see it above all the other stuff. So that's what she did here. This is a lovely example, Sue Ann. You are hired. That's fantastic. I love that. Thank you. Cindy says, change the October weave long. Okay. After so many threading errors, color changes, and not liking the look of 17 ends per inch on a 10 dent reed, pardon me, I cut it off after 12 inches and moved to another project. Okay. You know what? You are allowed. You are allowed to not like a project. It is okay. Chop it off, sister. Move on. We got you. Don't you worry. We've all been there. We've all been there. Yeah, I've cut off a project. Absolutely cut off a project. Yes. Yeah. Sue Ann says, I'm just about to start winding a warp for a lap blanket. Oh, nice. It'll be woven in 2 panels, 24 inches wide, and then sewn together in the middle to form the blanket. Alpaca ode warp and mallow cotton for the weft. Mallow is a gist. Is it gist or gist? Man, I am, butchering all the things. Alpaca ode. Are they both just yarns? Ooh, there we go. Thank you. Geelin. Is the emphasis on the front? Geelin or is it Geelin? I'll get it. One day, darling. By the time I get to meet you in person one day, I'll have it mastered. Geelin. I'll get it. I'll keep practicing. Gemma says Switzerland has Thanksgiving in September. Church festival. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Hello, Uta from Germany. We love that. Let's see. Carol says, just back in from the barn. 6 alpacas and only 1 peppermint cookie in my pocket. I almost started a war. Uh-oh. Getting more cookies in the moment. Popping back out to the barn to make peace. Okay. Just in case you guys aren't familiar with Carol's situation, she has alpacas. And we had her do a studio tour, and we didn't get to actually go out and see the alpacas, but she talks about her life dealing with alpacas and the farm and all the things, which is very entertaining. So if you get a chance, go back and watch Carol's studio tour, which was very fun. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sue Ann. They're both from Just. Yes, thank you. Love that. Okay, so I have a couple things for us this morning. First of all, let's do a quick show and tell. Remember the project that I took off, the big old blue with all the towels? Well, my girl Dinah came through and hemmed them all for me. So I thought I'd show you a couple just so you can see how the towels, like the finished format. I feel like I talk a lot about process, which I love the process. I don't care about the finished as much, but it is a good opportunity to share with you what the actual finished product looks like. So here we go. Let's see. All right, so first of all, when I do towels like this, look at this. See, I did something fun there. I do a whole, I weave the whole thing, and I tell her every 22 inches, stop and hem it. So it doesn't matter about the colors for me. I don't care about that as much. So like this is one towel. I have her always put, for my towels, I have her always put the label on the, what is that? The bottom right is that's my positioning for a label. You can choose, of course, you can do whatever the heck you want, but this is kind of the end result. Look at her hems though. She does such a nice job. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? She's got mad skills, that Dinah. But what I think is fun then is that they're all kind of a combination of colors, or not just one color. So you get this fun, look at this pretty one with the green and then the gray. Gorgeous. Come on now. Who doesn't need that in their kitchen? We'll see. I'm probably going to send them to one of the shops. We'll see who gets them. Oh, this has the little white stripe in it, which is just fun. But depending on, depending on how the colors work out, then they're always this kind of mishmash of colors. Look at this guy. This is one of my favorite spots though. This is that, like, it's not gray, it's not beige, it's both, but it has the little purple at the end, which is just kind of fun. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you, that you have options when you are making things like towels, is that you can absolutely, of course, do one color and make sure you have, each towel is one color, or you can just let the dice roll and do a whole bunch and hem it every so many inches. Just a thought. Just a thought. I know for some people that is making them break out in hives. I know. Let me know if you're one of those people. If you're like, nope, I can't. No, it has to be all one color, and it has to be, yes, yeah, yeah. Yup. Just let me know. Yes, yeah. Sherry says, I hope you will all share your projects on the creative page. I have 6 looms with projects that won't be complete for a while. I will drool over yours. Oh, Sherry, darling. Heal that clavicle fast, would you? Huh? Jeez. Hello, Donna. How are you? We're so happy you popped in to see us. Oh, Diana's here too. She said, just conquered a snarl while warping. Yay. Yay for conquering snarls. Hi, Rita. Hope to finish my Rich Ahead October weave along this weekend, then go back to my pinwheel Christmas towel on my shaft loom. Rita, that's fantastic. Look at all the cool projects you guys are doing. That is so, so fun. Let's see. Connie asked, what's the difference between Aurora Earth and Brassard? They are the same size loom, just a different manufacturer. I find that the Brassard is a little slipperier, a little finer. Aurora Earth has a little more kind of tooth to it, which I find you have times where you need both of those, but they're the same size. They're both cotton. They're just different manufacturers, Connie. So as Sue Ann talked about combining the two, that could be a nice mix if you wanted kind of the properties of both of them, but they're the same size yarn. Jan says, I'm too OCD. I knew there'd be someone in the group, Jan. I knew. I knew that. There's always someone who's like, oh, you're making me twitchy. I can't have towels that are just randomly different colors. That's crazy talk. So it says, how fun to not know exactly what the towels look like until they're all finished. Yeah, I think I would have a hard time relinquishing control. However, no, I understand. But as a teacher, I love to give a little push to students just like you. I love to be like, hey, but what if? You don't have to, of course. We're adults. But still, I like to be like, hey, just in case. Oh, that's a nice way to put it, Sue Ann. Aurora Earth has a bit more texture. Yes, that's a perfect summary right there. Carol says, back. Peace talks failed. Oh no, with the alpacas. There were complaints of he got more than me. More cookies were given out. I got stuck in the middle of a spit war and a game of he touched my butt. Started off to wash my hair. That's awesome. Oh, the labels. Oh yes, here. Let me grab one so you can see it. So, okay, let's see if I can come up with a name, Carol. It's boy, it's right there in your head. It's right. What's the name, friends? It is called, boy, it's not going to come to me. I can't think of it. It'll probably come to me pretty much as soon as I end live at the loom. That's probably what'll happen. Carol, I'll let you know. I'll share. It's not. Nope. The brain is blank when it comes to a label company, but that's all right. I will let you know. Yeah. I'll look it up. I'll find out for you. Okay, so let's talk weaving stuff because I've started a new project. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here is the project. I have first of all, I don't do a ton of custom work, but I on occasion. Hello, Reed. See, I love that. Yes, thank you, Carrie. She says, pop the label name in the community page. I absolutely will. It's right there. It's right. You know what I mean? It's like on the tip of my tongue. Shirley says she uses label weavers for my sewing. It'll come to me. I can see the colors on the screen. Like I can see ordering it. It'll come. Okay. So I don't do a ton of custom work anymore because I'm busy with you beautiful people. However, I do have some friends I've done custom pieces for in the past, and I always enjoy it when I get to do some custom work. So this is a project for my friend Cindy, and this is her. I have to look it up if it's mother or mother-in-law. I think it's mother passed away in the not so distant future, which we're very sad for. But one of the things that I've done for her in the past is she can bring me some items of clothing or accessories, and I can break them down and incorporate them into fabric that then becomes handbags, wallets, um, ornaments, whatever. We do something special so she can give them out to the family, and you can then have a little bit of mom with you all the time. So it's just a very I love doing these kind of things. I don't do them a lot anymore, but for her, I absolutely would do anything she needed. So this what I did first of all, she needs one travel bag, which is like a 9x9, like a crossbody bag, right? A 9x9 bag, and then she wants a series of ornaments. So as I planned the project, first of all, I looked at the two items I had to work with, and I kind of had to come up with a warp that would work for both of them. So the shirt that's going into it's a knit. Can you see that? It's a knit shirt that has like this really pretty, like purples, like flowers, purple and pink flowers, a little bit of a green in there. Anyways, so that's what's going to be used for the fabric for the bag. Then for the ornaments, we have like this, it's a black background with this all kinds of red in it. So it's going to be Christmas ornaments for like, it's like lipstick red, like this kind of red. And it's very pretty. So I opted to just do a black warp in this instance. See, I didn't even put a thumb up, did I? I don't know. I don't know what happened. We need like something else to kind of, do we need like the little confetti? Will it go? Oh, it will go. Look at this. See, I do know some stuff. Yes. Oh, thank you. Wonder Label. Thank you, Christy Lofton. Yes, that's exactly right. Wonder Label. Yes, it's yes. Wonder Label. Wonder. Yeah. Yeah. Spelled like that. WUNDER. Yes. Thank you, darling. That's exactly right. Yes. Yeah. So, anyways, so I chose an all black warp in this instance because it's going to go with both items that I have to work with to create the fabric, to make the bag and the ornaments. Voila. So I haven't done this in a while. I thought I'd kind of share what this looks like, how I kind of think through how to put it all together for this type of project. First of all, for any kind of project, when I want to really highlight whatever is in the weft, any kind of weft-faced project, I like to spread my warp yarns out a little farther than normal. So this is just my A4 cotton in the warp. And typically I would spread it out at about 12 ends per inch. For this kind of thing, I always do 8 ends per inch because the warp is not the point. The warp is just to hold it together and to be that part of the component. The point is to really highlight everything that's happening in the weft. So I like to spread things out so that you can really, really see the weft. Now, the other thing that I've learned over time, and part of it's just personal preference, but part of it is kind of design, what you like, is that you see how the shirt is white. If I do back-to-back rows of all of this, it's going to be a lot of white. And I think white is something you have to use really sparingly. Let's just say that. I would never say that I hate white because white is important. Of course, it's great contrast. It's nice and clean. It's lovely. But I think white is really hard to work with. And so for me, when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, how do I really lean into the rich kind of colors in there and not have so much white in the fabric? White becomes like a little spot, a little highlight versus having everything be white, especially because it's going to be a handbag. And I don't know about you, but I don't really want a white handbag. Not really. There's just, I want you to use it. So I want it to be darker colors. So that's why I chose black as the weft. And then what I've done is that whenever I do something with recycled materials, shirts, neckties, silk scarves, whatever you got, I like to always have a second weft so that just in case someone decides that they are going to come through and pick out all the little bits, it'll still hold together. So in this case, it gives me an opportunity to really lean into the other colors of the recycled pieces, right? So I have loaded up my rug shuttle with, I've got 4 different purples there, different types of yarn, different textures. One's a chenille. One I think is a linen. It's kind of rough. One is this one right here, this guy right here. It's so soft, you guys, but it's a cone it's a cone that I inherited from someone, and there's a slice in it. Have you ever had this happen? I don't know how it happened, but I get, a couple yards of it, and then it just ends. Like, it's this huge cone, and there's a slice in it. That's what you get for recycled. And for this, it's totally fine. I will just stop and start my little weft, and we'll go again. But it is kind of annoying because you're like, wait, this guy is stopped again. Anyways, I take those 4 together. I wind them onto my rug shuttle, and that becomes every row. And then I use my strips of recycled material to be occasionally, like every couple rows, right? Just so that you see, mostly I'm creating this field of purple and cranberry, but you have these great little highlights where the shirt comes in, and then you can really notice where it is. And I think just from a design perspective, it looks really pretty just to have that you're like, okay, that's where the little bits of that sweet shirt from mom, that's where that is. So let me show you what this looks like. Okay, so by the way, I wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys have the same problem. It depends on when you live, of course, but part of the reason I love the fall and when it gets colder is that I can finally start to unscrew my the screws, nuts, bolts, whatever. Every time I have to lift this up during the summer, I have to get an ice cube because everything swells and I can't unscrew it. So I'm like, oh, it's cooler now. Yay! Everything will unscrew nicely for me. Anyways, I digress. Part of the joys of being a weaver, right, is that you have to work with metal and wood together all the time. Okay, here we go. It's just plain weave, by the way. I'm not doing any. I set it up as just a straight draw. I mean, I didn't do anything fancy here. So I'm going to send this through this way, and I'll bring in close so you can see it. I realize that from your angle, it's kind of difficult to see, but I'm going to do a couple rows of this guy. And between you and me, this is some of my favorite stuff to do. Like, I love to just go through my stash and be like, what yarns can I all pull together and put it in a weft for the fabric? It makes me so excited. I love that because then your eye comes through and it blends it all like magic. It's magic. Okay. We'll do one more. Here we go. And then what I will do is take my little swatch here. Now, this is one of those where it's only printed on one side. The back side is white, which is kind of annoying, but I understand why they do it. So I want to make sure this side is up, which is, let's just say, placing by hand. That'd be the thing. I'm kind of going to wiggle it in and place it by hand. And just be careful when I'm placing those. That's kind of my idea. And I'll also make sure to mark when I take it over to Dinah to sew is that this is the top. Like, I have a distinct top and bottom to the fabric. So just food for thought, friends. Just food for thought. Okay, so I'm going to kind of work it in right about there, I think. And we'll place it. And I'll come back through. And I'm just going to bring it around the corner. You can totally choose how you want it to live in your fabric. By the way, I have them share the same shed space. I don't know if you saw that, but I threw this pick and I just cleared it. And then I'll wiggle this guy in the rest of the way. That's kind of how I usually like to tackle it. But I find it so fun. I think there's so much fun in the challenge of, what is the goal? What do you want to look like? What's the end result? What things are going to matter? What things aren't? Yeah. Jennifer asks, can we have a session on loom maintenance? Absolutely. Who would like to help with that? I'll be the first to admit I'm not great at loom maintenance, but that's a wonderful idea. I like that. Yes. Who would be up for a discussion on loom maintenance? I like that. Gemma says I need to get help for my loom. My linen cords keep slipping. Uta says I use a really long Tunisian crochet needle to take the weft uniques through the draft. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. So then my little strip of recycled material ended about there. So I'll do a couple more rows and I will kind of carry on. Let me do one more and I'll bring you in really close. Kathy asked, what is the pink yarn? Here, I think I can pull it out for you. I have, here, I'll bring you, hold on. We'll take a look really close here first so you can see. Okay. Oh. Sorry, no one gets seasick. Okay, can you see? Like this is I have this background basically with this guy, right? And then on occasion I bring in my little recycled shirt just to give it a little interest. I don't want it to be too organized. That sounds funny, but I don't want it to be too spaced exactly the same or have it wrap around exactly the same spot every time. I want it to be a little more kind of a field of color with these little pops of the white from the shirt and you see the little purples in there. Nice, huh? I love these kind of projects. There, yeah, right. Thank you, Carol. Controlled chaos project. That's a good way to do it. I like that. Yes. Okay, so pink one. Okay, so hello, Elmi from Guatemala. So glad you're here. Okay, so is it this guy, my friend? This one right here? This is a chenille. Oh, let me see if I can separate it so you can see it. Fingers, coordination. It's all challenging sometimes. This one. Is that what you're thinking? That's a chenille. I don't know if I would guess it's a rayon chenille, but it could be cotton chenille. I'm not sure. I don't know that I can tell the difference just by touch. This guy, this is the linen, and you can tell like linen has a real kind of gruff stiffness to it. I mean, when it washes, it gets softer, of course, but let's see, what else do I have in here? I have, I don't know what that guy is. Is that funny? Here's the good news. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to wash it. So it doesn't matter. This one, I would guess is probably a fine wool. That's what I would guess, maybe. This one is my problem child. It's very soft. Like it has a great hand to it, but this is the one that has a slice in the cone. I don't know how that happens, but when you don't pay for yarn and you inherit it or get it at a Weavers Guild sale, sometimes you have cones that need a little love. They're not straight from the store, you know? So anyways, okay, fun, right? But there's a couple reasons I want to share that with you. First of all, I'm hoping to get it done kind of quickly. So we'll see how long it's on the loom. But I also wanted to, I always like to pop in and remind you that you have other materials that you can use. And you can look at weaving completely differently. There's all kinds of options out there. So play. You are allowed to play. I encourage you. Do lots of playing. Let's see. So yes, I like the idea of the panel discussion about loom maintenance. That is brilliant, though. I love that. So if anyone would like to get involved with that, here's why I'm always a little kind of the mechanical stuff is I'm not good at any of those things. So I would love to have a couple people. Let's try to do a panel discussion about this though, because I think it's a great idea. And let's have, is there a couple of you that could step in and talk about how to take care of the wood and the metal and replacement stuff? You let me know. Email me if you would, please, chris@actingcreative.net. And we'll set that up. We have all kinds of good panel discussion ideas, but this is, I think, brilliant and could be, we could do this next. All right. All kinds of things happening here. Let's talk about what else we've got. So for the Handwoven Experience episode, I was talking about, Maureen says, let's get Norm. We should totally have Norm do it. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. Connie, talk to Norm. See if Norm will come talk about loom maintenance. That's awesome. Okay, so Handwoven Experience. This week is all about creating a break in the fabric, because there are times that you're going to need unwoven inches. That was the phrase, pardon me, that I came up with. Unwoven inches. You need that sometimes. And what do you do when you need those? How do you leave a break in your project? So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you are invited. Go check that out there. Also, Acting Creative Insiders. Ooh, today is the day. The Acting Creative Insiders is the membership that goes with Acting Creative. And there's all kinds of fabulous perks. There's weaving tips and tricks. There's behind the scenes stuff. You always get bloopers from me because I always flub something. And once a month on the third Thursday, which is today, the 17th, we do a small group Zoom chat for everyone at the rug shuttle tier and the ski shuttle tier. So it is happening at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. You still have time to join us if you want to be part of the group. But boy, we have a blast. It's just so much fun. It's just like a imagine live at the Loom, but it's in person and it's a smaller group. So we get to talk about our projects, ask questions, just get to know each other. It's just the sweetest. It's the sweetest thing ever. So if you've been thinking about joining the membership, today's a great day. Come on over. We'll save you a seat. And then let's see if you aren't yet getting the love notes. Come on over. I think every time you go to register, or when you go to register all the spots, it asks for a first name and an email, just basic stuff. And then every Wednesday, I will pop into your inbox and say, hello, I'm thinking about you. Here's a story from my house. And here are the great free resources and paid resources that you can take advantage of to help you on your weaving journey. Well, that was a sales pitch, wasn't it? Yeah. So if you aren't yet on the list to get the Weaving Love Notes, I think officially on the website I call it the Weaving Newsletter or Weekly Newsletter, something much more official. But in my head, I always think of them as love notes from me to you every week. So, see, Alex is all in favor of Norm. We love Norm. Connie says, I do loom maintenance what's required. All my looms are told to not need maintenance, but when they fail, I yell for Norm. That's fantastic, Connie. Amanda says she has a different question. Okay, great. What is the weight of a boat shuttle, more or less? Just wondering about that one because I've seen so many different boat shuttles. Well, first of all, boat shuttles can be in a lot of different sizes, Amanda. So I don't quite know how to answer that. Here's what you could do, though, Amanda. Here's an idea for you, my friend, is go to like a place like Shacked that makes a whole variety of different sizes. Like this is kind of a medium size. I don't know if it's an 11-inch. Hold that thought. Here, I'll tell you. This is a 13-inch. This is a 13-inch boat shuttle. And I would imagine a place like Shacked is going to have how many ounces they are. They'll have the weight for each of their products. They're very good at having like product specifications. So you can then go in, and I'm sure what they do is they have the weight without the bobbin. You could kind of go like that. But look up, you could do the Woolery. You could do any of those places that sell a lot of weaving equipment, and you could probably find out what the weight is for those. Amanda, were you the one who's making your own? Was that, I saw someone who was making their own boat shuttles, which is amazing. See, that would never occur to me, friends. Y'all are so talented. That's amazing. Elmy says, I'm wondering if it'd be possible to do brocade in the weaving. Any ideas? Elmy, I would guess it's possible. I've heard of brocade. I'll have to do some research. Brocade. Okay. All right. I like a challenge. I like a challenge, Elmy. That's good. Jennifer says, Carol and Norm have my votes. I don't think it's quite a democracy, but I like that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, see. Okay. Oh, Carrie. She weighed hers. So her Harrisville 12-inch shuttle weighs 148 grams. Nice. Even did it in metric. That's fantastic, as you should. Okay. Yes. Carol says the 13-inch is 19 grams. Okay. Excellent. All right. Yes. And everyone chimes in with stuff. That's fantastic. Okay, friends. I think we've checked everything off the list. I think we're all good. We shared the things. We talked about weaving. We solved some of life's problems. Some. Oh yeah. Carol says my scale just wigged out. Ignore the 13 grams. That sounded light, my friend. I don't know. All right. So here's your homework. You know you have homework, right? Between now and next Thursday, just take a minute, do something creative just for you, friends. Just for you, not for all the other demanding, fabulous people in your life. Just find a quiet moment to listen to that little voice inside that says, "Pick the green," or whatever. Do something just creative just for you. Doesn't have to be weaving. It can be anything, but just a little something. And if you're doing the weave along, it's I wish you lots of fun weaving your project this week. For my folks, as part of the Acting Creative Insiders, I will see you later tonight. Woohoo! And if you guys want to be part of the panel, talk about loom maintenance. I think that's a great topic. Thank you so much. You guys are brilliant. Let's put that in the schedule, shall we? Okay, next Thursday. Next Thursday, I'll be here. Do you know why? You should be here too. That's what I just said. I didn't get the sequence right. Let me try it again. Next Thursday. And you should be here too next Thursday. Do you know why? Because the amazing Jennifer Fowler is going to do a studio tour. Woohoo! We get to see Jennifer's space and all of the wonderland that is her home. We are so excited, and we're excited that Jennifer is going to come chat with us. So next week, put it in your calendar. Don't miss, because this is a big deal. We'll have Jennifer on. We'll see her space. That'll be awesome. So mark your calendars. Have a wonderful week. Maybe weave something. Click the like button. That's what Jan says. Thank you, Jan. See what happens when Lori isn't here. We'll look for her soon. All right, friends. Have a wonderful, fabulous week. And of course, happy weaving.